Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Fanboy Philly Reviews. I'm Fanboy Philly, and today's movie is John Wick. Yes, it's an older movie, but I had not seen it till the other night. I've always been a fan of action films, but over the last several years, I've really only watched comic book movies. But now I'm back to watching whatever I can, and I'm slowly catching up. Basic storyline: John Wick is a retired assassin for the Russian mob, run by Vigo Tarasov. At the beginning of the movie, John's wife is dying of cancer, but before she dies, she arranges for a puppy to be delivered to John with a letter saying that she knows that he'll have a hard time coping. So she wanted him to have somebody to help him go through this. The day after he gets the dog, he and the dog go run errands around town, and they stop at a gas station. A car with three young Russian guys pull up. One guy gets out to admire the car and asks, "Hey, how much?" "It's not for sale." He tries again. "Not for sale." The young man starts to play with the dog, saying, "Nice pooch." They follow John home and attack him, steal the keys to the car, and kill the dog. Then they go to a chop shop owned by Aurelio, played by John Leguizamo, who plays the role very smooth and cool, a man in control. He tells Aurelio he wants a new VIN number, new paperwork, everything. Aurelio recognizes the car right away and who the car belongs to and tells him to get the car out of the shop. He wants nothing to do with it. Young man tells Aurelio they own him and he'll do what he's told. Aurelio hits the young guy and tells him get the car out of the shop. Later, Aurelio gets a call from Vigo asking him why he struck his son. Because he stole John Wick's car and killed his dog. This is an oh crap moment for Vigo. John pays a visit to Aurelio and finds out the kid was Yosef Tarasov, Vigo's son. When Yosef, played by Alfie Allen, better known as Theon Greyjoy from Game of Thrones, gets home, he's confronted by his father, who tells him the man he stole from wasn't just some random nobody, but it was John Wick, also known as Baba Yaga. But not the Baba Yaga not the boogeyman from Russian legend. The man you send to kill the boogeyman, the legend among the assassins. Vigo then puts out an open contract on John for $2 million, including an offer to John's best friend and mentor, Marcus, played by the ever enigmatic Willen Dafoe. Vigo then tells his right hand man, Avi, to send his men to kill John. Avi asks him, "How many do you want?" "How many do you have?" So, 12 men show up to John's house, where John is ready and waiting for them. After taking out all 12 of the men, there's a ringing at the front doorbell, and we see blue lights flashing at the windows. John and the cop greet each other as old friends. The cop looks past John and sees bodies on the floor. He goes, "Are you working again, John?" "No, I'm just going through some things." Cop says, "Okay, carry on. Have a good night," and leaves like nothing ever happened. Then we're introduced to the Continental. The Continental is the hotel for the underground, the safe haven for assassins, a place where no business can be conducted without consequences. The Continental is operated by Winston, played by Ian McShane, who always brings a powerful presentation to whatever role he plays. He sits and talks to John and reminds him the rules of the establishment. Another assassin, while he's talking to Winston, sees John and contacts Avi, who tells Vigo where John is. Vigo says if they're willing to break the rules of the Continental, Tell them the contract's double. I will pay double the contract. Different battles are fought back and forth throughout the rest of the movie. And the battles are huge. And the action scenes, oh God, they're tremendous. And you'd expect nothing different with having been directed by stuntmen and fight coordinators. And Keanu Reeves does the bulk of his own stunt work, both fighting and driving. In the scenes where he's driving around the airport with his gun out the window shooting guys, you can see him behind the wheel. You know he is doing that. The story is told very well through its pacing, but I think at the very beginning, it's a little bit rushed because I think that they rushed it a little bit too much by killing the dog a little bit too early, like right after he got it. It might just be me, but that to me just felt a little bit rushed. But I like the way that they showed what happens when you break the rules of the Continental. I'm glad they came back and touched on that. And I look forward to that in the other movies. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the series. I've heard they get better each time. But I've heard that number 2 is the best. Let me know what your favorite is in the comments below. And remember, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to find out whenever I post a new video. So join me next time, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Fanboy Philly Reviews.